Hello everybody, November 14th, 2017. Hope everybody's doing well. Just a few messages, early messages. Then I want to read through Psalm 37, go over that with you. Although it's pretty self-explanatory, so it shouldn't take that long. Number 116. Heavenly bodies flowing in motion, weaving intricate frequencies of commotion, moving through time with celestial grace, heard by all in their inner space. Notes of discord heard all around. Harmony's distortion falls to the ground. Hidden deep within rhythms of man, angelic lyrics divulging God's plan. Listen closely to all that's there, floating freely amongst the thin air. Wavelengths of sound not for our ears, speaks to us of the long-lost years. Open hearts will free your mind. Sound and sight, no deaf and blind. Learn what you'll need, children of holy seed. Time is coming, armies in air, brandishing weapons beyond compare, spiritual tools indefensible to those who seek to dethrone the heavenly repose. Listen and see with all your heart, and you will learn of what's your part in the plan of all plans to mend the rent caused by those who had been heaven sent. Let's start off with heavenly bodies flowing in motion. That's Holy Spirit, angels, you name it. All about us. Weaving intricate frequencies of commotion. It's causing all kinds of different frequencies of spiritual pulse and sound and sights. Moving through time with celestial grace. They've always been here. Heard by all in their inner space. So our souls are picking up what's going on, but not consciously. Because we have all these things that are blocking that perception. Notes of discord heard all around. Harmonious distortion falls to the ground. So as they're going around, these notes of discord, which would be caused by darkness, the harmonious distortion falls to the ground. They're knocking it, they're destroying it, but it's still there. So it's constant battle been going on, and it's going on even more so now. This final battle. Hidden deep within the rhythms of man, angelic lyrics divulging God's plan, which is what all these messages are, or most of them. Listen closely to all that's there, floating freely amongst the thin air. So it's there for all of us to pick up on. Wavelengths of sound, not for our ears. You're not going to hear them in your ears. I don't hear them in my ears. Speaks to us of the long-lost years. Open hearts will free your mind. Sound and sight, no deaf and blind. So as I said many times, they told me, open your heart and the mind will follow. Then your ears and eyes will be able to see and hear things that your physical eyes and ears don't see and hear. Learn what you'll need, children of holy seed. Time is coming, armies in the air. They are brandishing weapons beyond compare, all heaven made. Spiritual tools indefensible to those, which means nothing can defend against these weapons of heaven, who seek to dethrone the heavenly repose. So those of the darkness cannot defend themselves against it. Listen and see with all your heart, and you will learn of what's your part in the plan of all plans to mend the rent, which is the tear, caused by those who had been heaven sent. The tear is caused by those who had been heaven sent, the fallen seven. That's what that one means. This one's even shorter. Infinite wisdom does he possess. Desire to teach cannot repress. Living hands he guides us thus, never angry when you fuss. Eyes that see a million years always dries our heartfelt tears. Endlessly yearning for all to see and become all we are meant to be. Choice is yours as laid out by him. Follow his will or your latest whim. Love for you will never end, of that your soul can depend. The road ahead fraught with much, not always there by heavenly touch. Many seek to lead you astray, to keep you from that final day, when all who are his will be called home, to bathe within light's heavenly loam. This is talking about God. Infinite wisdom does he possess. Desire to teach cannot repress. Which means nothing can stop his desire to want to teach us. That's why I say, pray for that discernment of his wisdom and knowledge, his will, his word, and his truth. To learn about him. None of us think that you know all there is to know about God. I tell you, the Bible doesn't have all there is about God. Nothing contains all there is about God. Even once you get the light to heaven, you're still going to be learning about God. Loving hands, he guides us thus. He's never angry when we fuss. Eyes that see a million years, always dries our heartfelt tears with loving parent. Endlessly yearning for all of us to see. He wants us all to learn about him. Well, we're here. Choice is yours, and become all we are meant to be, which is continually learning about him, growing in his light, fulfilling his purpose for us, our purpose for him. Choice is yours, is laid out by him, free will. Follow his will or your latest whim. Love for you will never end, of that your soul can depend. That doesn't mean you're going to heaven for sure or to hell, but he still loves you. Love is unconditional. He still loves the devil. He's angry at him, doesn't like what he's doing, but he doesn't hate him. God doesn't hate. The road ahead is fraught with much, not always there by heavenly touch. So the road ahead, there's a lot of bad stuff, but it's not always there by heavenly touch. It's not all by him. But people, how can God be doing it or allow this? It's not all him. All the stuff that's evil in the world, all the stuff that's going on, it's not all caused by him. So why does he allow it to happen? Well, it wasn't his plan to always allow it to happen, but we made a free will choice in the Garden of Eden, so mankind brought it all apart. All this stuff that's in the world that's going wrong, mankind brought it on himself. Stop blaming God. Many seek to lead you astray. It's the devil, directly, spirit, or indirectly through using others and other things, draw you away. To keep you from that final day. He doesn't want you to get to the light. When all who are his, that's all who truly believe in him, will be called home, to bathe within light's heavenly loam. Loam, for those who don't know English, loam is just like the foam of water, the heavenly light. So that's what he wants for everybody. But it's your choice. It's your choice. So that's those ones. Now I'll go to Psalm 37. Again, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a longer one. And it's this reminder to don't worry about those who do evil, and those who are greedy and corrupt. Yes, it's frustrating. Trust me, it is. But he reminds us in a number of Psalms not to worry about them. Do not fret because of those who are evil, or envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass they will soon wither, like green plants they will soon die away. Very soon. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Your heart, not your mind. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in him, and he will do this. He will make your righteous reward shine like the dawn, your vindication like the noonday sun. So he'll make your righteous reward, which is that treasure in heaven, your salvation in heaven. Your vindication, your salvation will be like shine like the noonday sun. You trust in him, commit your way to the Lord. Be still before the Lord. That's about patience. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. See what he's going to do. He'll test your patience. I'm not patient, I never was, and he knows that. He's told me that. You're never patient, Tim. Since my creation, never patient. Life after life, never patient. So right now, my solitude now is part of that, as my daughter just reminded me this morning, is partly is to teach me patience. So do not fret when people succeed in their ways. That's envy and jealousy. That's the devil. When they carry out their wicked schemes. Refrain from anger and turn from wrath. Do not fret. It leads only to evil. For those who are evil will be destroyed, but those who hope in the Lord will inherit the land. A little while, and the wicked will be no more. Though you look for them, they will not be found. But the meek will inherit the land and enjoy peace and prosperity. Jesus said the meek will inherit the earth after it's redone, cleansed and renewed. The wicked plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them. But the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming. The wicked draw the sword and bend the bow to bring down the poor and needy, to slay those whose ways are upright. But their swords will pierce their own hearts, and their bows will be broken. It's their vanity that forces them to do this. Plus, the minions of hell, have to answer to their master, who, if they don't do what they're supposed to be doing, they're going to suffer. So, out of fear for him, which fear again is the devil, his minions, his servants fear him. So it's their vanity and their fear that drives them to do what they do. Better the little that the righteous have than the wealth of many wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The blameless spend their days under the Lord's care, and their inheritance will endure forever. In times of disaster they will not wither, in days of famine they will enjoy plenty. But the wicked will perish, though the Lord's enemies are like the flowers of the field. And that's a true statement. They will be consumed. They will go up in smoke. The wicked borrow and do not repay, but the righteous give generously. Those the Lord blesses will inherit the land, but those he curses will be destroyed. The Lord makes firm the steps of the one who delights in him. Though he may stumble, he will not fall, for the Lord upholds him with his hand. So give your life to the Lord, give control to him. Doesn't mean you won't suffer and stumble, but he will be right there by your side, lifting you up. It's okay. It's like holding the hand of a little child. They fall down, you're still hanging on to them, and you help them get back up, continue on their way. I was young and now I am old, yet I have never seen the righteous forsaken or the children begging bread. They're truly righteous. He takes care of them. You see a lot of suffering in there. Why are these people suffering? Well, we don't know what their story is. We don't know what's going on with them in their life. Do they believe? Do they not believe? Some truly believe and they still suffer. There's always a good reason for it. So you got to look beyond the physical. Turn from evil and do good, then you will dwell in the land forever. For the Lord loves the just and will not forsake his faithful ones. The faithful ones. So some of the suffering that goes on is to test your faith and your trust in him. Remember, we have tests and trials. Wrongdoers will be completely destroyed. The offspring of the wicked will perish. The righteous will inherit the land and dwell in it forever. The mouths of the righteous utter wisdom, and their tongues speak what is just. The law of their God is in their hearts. Their feet do not slip. The wicked lie in wait for the righteous, intent on putting them to death. But the Lord will not leave them in the power of the wicked, or let them be condemned when brought to trial. Hope in the Lord and keep his way. He will exalt you to inherit the land. When the wicked are destroyed, you will see it. I have seen a wicked and ruthless man flourishing like a luxuriant native tree, but he soon passed away and was no more. Though I looked for him, he could not be found. Consider the blameless, observe the upright. A future awaits those who seek peace. But all sinners will be destroyed. There will be no future for the wicked. The salvation of the righteous comes from the Lord. He is their stronghold in time of trouble. The Lord helps them and delivers them. He delivers them from the wicked and saves them, because they take refuge in him, trust in him. So a very good psalm to read to remind you. When you're starting to get envious or jealous or frustrated, like why these people, why these corrupt people in the world, these greedy people and all that, just keep doing all this stuff. Not to worry. Nothing escapes his view. Nothing escapes his view. Everything's happening as it's been played out, allowed to play out. So, and this part of God's plan is that to allow things to play out. And most of what's played out is our own fault. Mankind's fault. So quick to blame God. Stop blaming God. Think about how much of what's going on in your life you've brought on yourself through a choice of yours at some point in your life. So, just remember Psalm 37, read it occasionally just to remind you when you're getting frustrated, and it'll help you. Everybody has a good evening, day, afternoon, wherever you're at in this world, and God bless.